Today I bring you 25 new, very short but very useful phrases in Spanish, especially for when we tell stories. As usual, Spanish, English, and some examples so you can see them in context. Let's jump into it. Number 1 is entonces. Entonces. Then, to talk about a sequence of events, like te fuiste y entonces llegó Miguel. You left and then Miguel arrived. Hasta entonces. Hasta entonces. Until then. To talk about up until when something happened or didn't happen. Like, ayer se averió el coche. Hasta entonces no tuvo ningún problema. Yesterday the car broke down. Until then it didn't have any problem. And then we have desde entonces. Desde entonces. Since then. When we want to express when something started. Like, la semana pasada vi The Ring y desde entonces no duermo. Last week I watched The Ring and since then I don't sleep. A similar phrase is desde ahí. Desde ahí. Since there. But we use it also for time. Like, discutieron y desde ahí no se hablan. They argued, they had a fight, and since there, they don't speak to each other, they don't talk to each other. No se hablan. Luego, later. Iremos al supermercado luego. Ahora está cerrado. Another one, después de eso. Después de eso. After that, like, cené con ellos. Después de eso, volví a casa. I had dinner with them. After that, I went back home. De repente. Suddenly, all of a sudden. Estaba en la playa y de repente empezó a llover. I was at the beach and suddenly it started to rain without warning. Al final. In the end, at the end. Al final, pude ir a la fiesta. In the end, I was able to go to the party. The opposite, al principio. Al principio. In the beginning or at first. Al principio, no me gustaba el café. Y ahora me encanta. At first, I didn't like coffee. And now I love it. Para empezar. To start. So we use this when we want to give like a very important reason or like a very main explanation. Like, let's say, it's hard to imagine, but let's say that my wife complains because there are clothes all over the floor. And she says to me, ¿Por qué hay tanta ropa en el suelo? Why are there so many clothes on the floor? And then I say, para empezar, esa ropa no es mía. To start, those clothes are not mine. Like, why are you telling me this? Why are you complaining to me? I'm still gonna have to pick them up, but just to be clear. A similar one is antes de nada. Antes de nada. First of all. Again, you can use this to give like a main explanation, a main reason or counterpoint. Like, let's say it's 10 p.m., winter night, really cold. And she says, el perro necesita salir. The dog needs to go out. And I say, antes de nada, yo no quería perro. First of all, I didn't want a dog. I'm still gonna have to walk the dog in the cold. But anyway, just to be clear, that shouldn't be my job right now. En realidad. Actually, when we want to correct someone or give an extra explanation, los niños dejaron el lavabo sucio. The kids left the bathroom dirty. And I can say, en realidad fui yo. Actually, that was me. Mientras tanto. Meanwhile, like, yo trabajando todo el día y mientras tanto, mis hijos comprando tonterías. I'm working all day, meanwhile, my children buying stupid things. Sounds familiar? En ese momento. At that moment, in that moment, fui al baño. Un segundo y en ese momento entró un cliente. I went to the bathroom 1 second and at that moment a client walked in. En un segundo. En un segundo. In a second. Hacía sol y en un segundo empezó a llover. It was sunny and in 1 second it started to rain. A no ser que... Unless. Voy a comerme el último plátano. A no ser que lo quieras tú. I'm going to eat the last banana. Unless you want it. Por suerte. Por suerte. Luckily. Salimos tarde. Por suerte, no había tráfico. We went out late. Luckily, there was no traffic. The opposite. Por desgracia. Por desgracia. Unfortunately. Me encantaría ir a tu fiesta. Por desgracia, tengo que trabajar. I would love to go to your party. Unfortunately, I have to work. Menos mal que... Menos mal que... That's another way to say luckily or good thing that, like when I get home in the evening and my wife says, tus hijos se van a matar. Menos mal que has llegado. Your children are gonna kill each other. Good thing that you have arrived. Every evening. Como siempre. Como siempre. As always, as usual, quedamos a las 8 y como siempre, llegaste tarde. We said to meet at 8 and as always, you were late. Pero bueno. Pero bueno. That's a way to say like, anyway, we say this when there's nothing we can do or when we accept that something is the way it is. Like, when my older son brings a test home and we check and I say like, has fallado una, pero bueno, está muy bien. You missed one, but anyway, it's really good. Resulta que, it turns out, this one we use it a lot for gossip. Like, ¿te acuerdas del novio de María? Do you remember Maria's boyfriend? Resulta que estaba casado. It turns out he was married. Al parecer, apparently. Let's continue with the gossip. Al parecer, su mujer no sabía nada. Apparently, his wife didn't know anything. A similar one is por lo visto. Por lo visto. Also, apparently, from what I can see, from what I heard, por lo visto, Ana perdió su trabajo. Apparently, Ana lost her job. It's not sure. It's something that we heard, or we feel, or we saw. And the last one, y ya sabes. Y ya sabes. And you know, when we feel, we don't need to give any explanation because everybody knows what we're gonna say or the situation. Like, le dije que no quería ir a su fiesta y ya sabes, se enfadó. I told her I don't want to go to her party and you know, she got angry. Like everybody knows, you cannot say that to her. Alright, that was all for today. I hope it was helpful and you learned something new. If you did, please consider subscribing so I can keep making more of these videos for you and for everybody else. And I'll see you in the next one. Hasta luego.